The Kanye summer continues. This summer of 2024, we're listening to the Kanye's every existing album, and today we're listening Late Registration, his second album. And subscribe if you don't want to miss the Kanye summer. Do it right now, and now let's go, yes. Hello, beautiful people. I am Killer King. I'm a musician, skateboarder, and yes, YouTuber. And with you, we started this gigantic journey of listening every Kanye's album. I started just listening his random tracks, the most popular tracks. Then you recommended me to listen to Eases. You can find this video on my channel, or right here. And then I decided to listen to his every album because you really look like you're interested in this. And I was like, okay, that should be interesting. Listening to something completely different than I'm used to listening. So yes, I already listened to The College Dropout, Eases, and some random tracks. And today we're listening to his second album, Late Registration. You highly recommended me to listen his music with like each song's lyrics opened. A lot of people mentioned this in the comments under my previous video. So okay, I will open the lyrics on my screen to check what's going on during the song. I'll listen to you people. Thank you for your comments. And before we begin, every video is available, uncut version of this video is available on my Patreon. Link is down below. If you want to listen to the whole song with me, you can do it on my Patreon. Here, I cut the video to avoid any copyright situation. I really like when my videos just, clean, no copyright claims. It feels just, good for my soul. So here on the channel, cut versions of my videos, and on my Patreon, uncut versions with full songs. You can join me there, and I will be really thankful. Thank you so much. And thanks so much to the people that already joined my Patreon. Thank you guys. Listening to the 10 tracks usually takes me around an hour and a half. So listening to this whole album will take me 3 hours. That's why this video will be divided in 2 parts. That's for sure. Because, I really don't like to edit for too long. I'm really afraid of this. It gives me an anxiety when I edit for too long. That's why I'm sorry, I will divide this video into parts. That's hands down 100%, that's for sure. Today we will listen to 11 tracks, from Wake Up Mr. West to Addiction. Also, I want to say why I don't really care about the lyrics, because, mostly in the music I look for like a good melody, good groove, technique. I like the lyrics, but it's just, not so important for me. I know that in rap music, the lyrics are like the main thing, because, it can be one beat for like 4 minutes, the same beat without any changes, and like rapping non-stop, hundreds of words. So yes, in rap music, lyrics are more important than in my like favorite songs. I never like think about that lyrics are just not really necessary. They just can be random shit. No, I don't think so. But for me, I'm like always was looking for a good melody, good groove, and like interesting techniques. That's why I was like, I'm not going to read the lyrics. I don't really like care. But you asking me to read the lyrics carefully, to listen to the lyrics carefully, and to read the lyrics. We are together in this journey. So yes, thank you so much for your recommendation, your comments, and all that stuff. Let's go. Track number 1. Wake Up, Mr. West.
Oh, I knew I was gonna see you again. Knew I was gonna see you again. You think this shit easy, don't you? You think this is promise? There ain't nothing promised to you. Look, wake up, Mr. West. Wake up, Mr. West. Mr. West. Mr. West.
Okay. It was just like a teacher talking to Kanye, like he's sleeping, something like this. He has like a funny voice, that's for sure. Okay, that was just intro skit. That was funny. For new viewers, I have to say that I'm going to rate the songs according to my likings. The higher the rating, the more I like it. So after I listen to the song, I'll give it a rating. This wasn't a song, so I'm not going to rate it. Let's go to the song number 2. Track number 2, which is actual song. Heard 'Em Safe, featuring Adam Levine. Adam Levine was a big star back in the days. Now, I'm not sure. Haven't heard from him for a long time. Oh, I can synchronize it with Apple Music. No way. I canceled my every like subscription thing because I hate to pay for these subscription things. Yes, I'm going to say it, because you're basically paying for nothing. Like you're paying for the access to some online service. After you can pay like for 10 years, and after these years you cancel your subscription and you have nothing. It's like better to buy music like physically or even digitally, because you're buying and you have something instead. Here you just have nothing. Okay, I will figure out this later because I don't want to waste time now. Maybe I will start to pay for Apple Music to like film my videos, because it's very convenient to look at the lyrics during the song. I will check it later after the video. But this looks like a good thing for the videos, that's for sure. Let's go, boys. Track number 2, Heard 'Em Say.
Yeah, and I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. Nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. But we'll find a way.
That's funny, like Adam Levine, he has his like unique style of singing and he's doing like it everywhere, which is kind of makes sense, right? But still, like in every song where Adam Levine participates, he sounds the same. It's not bad, it's not good, I'm just saying how the things are. That's funny. I heard him like in his project Maroon 5. I heard him on different albums from other musicians and he sounded kind of the same. Which is not bad, it's like kind of makes sense.
And niggas gun clapping and keep the squeezing. And Graham keep praying and keep believing.
That's kind of impossible to analyze the lyrics and analyze the music at the same time, because I'm really curious about to listen to what the song consists of. As a musician, that's the most like interesting thing for me, because you know, when I write lyrics, this is like once and for all. You rarely change lyrics after you like completed it. You had an idea for the song, you composed like 2, 3, 4 bars of like words, and now you have it, you have the lyrics. Now you just need to record the vocals. It's like nothing complicated in this concept, right? But in the music, I record the guitar, then I start to experiment where I can add something, figure out something interesting, something new, then like, you know, maybe figure out something like with my voice, some weird noises, some like funny, interesting noises, something else with instruments, piano maybe, you know. And this is the most interesting part for me in like other songs, like how they made the music. Actually, let me concentrate on music now.
The devil is alive, I feel him breathing. Claiming money is the key, so keep on dreaming.
That bass is like... It's funny, I like it a lot. It's like not in some kind of tempo, but it gives like groovy mood. When I said not in tempo, I meant like there's no pattern, like groovy typical pattern.
And I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today.
That's interesting. That's like old cartoons, fairy tales, sound effects. I heard something like this when I was a child. Do people talk like this? Oh yeah. Psychedelic rock. 7.5. Because I can say that I like a fan of this song already, but it was solid work, really enjoyable, with nice music, nice chill music. And you know, I'm really jealous now, because at least in rock music that I grew up on, there was always a challenge. You need to be like the fastest guitarist. You need to be like a vocalist with like the widest range of like vocal. You need to like be superior to others, you know, the loudest, the fastest and all that stuff. And I grew up with this kind of ideas, and I was always like, no, I'm gonna be weak doing this, I'm gonna be lame doing that and all that stuff. And here is just chill stuff. Piano that's like, you know, pattern that played the same for the song, funny bass line just for something, groovy like drum machine, like, you know, pattern play through the song. Kanye is rapping and Adam Levine is like doing his stuff, like nothing excessive, nothing, you know, like to brag about, like listen to my vocals, these are the best like vocals in the world, I'm like having the widest range and all this stuff. Here just song to express feelings. I'm jealous about that, because you know, this competition in rock that I grew up with, kind of, you know, with this feeling, it really made like mental borders for me that I should be better. I should be the best. And this, I think it stops people from actually doing music. Because if they feel like they are not fast enough, they have like narrow range of vocals, they're not going to do something, because they feel like they're not superior to anyone else. And this is what I already got from listening to Kanye, from Kanye Summer. Do what you want to do. Do what you feel. It's like your art. Do your art. Don't care about the others. And in 2024, you shouldn't care about the style, because all styles are mixed now. Everyone is mixing styles. Metal, country, rap, it's all like good taste today is to mix it all together, It gives me hope because for me, recording a song, it's a sacred process. I can't go to studio because time limits give me anxiety. I can't concentrate. I will record a bad vocal line. I will have to rewrite it again because of the anxiety. And I don't care. I like to record the music, but for me, it's like, mentally, it's like I need to be in the right mood. It's like I need to concentrate. It's so important. It's so complicated. It's like, to record a song for me, it's like the biggest accomplishment. That's why I have only 5 songs. Because for me, every song is like a big accomplishment. That's why I'm afraid to start to record new songs because it's like too big for me mentally. Thank you for listening my speech. I really appreciate your attention to my channel. Track number 3, Touch the Sky, featuring Lupe Fiasco. Never heard this name.
I gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly.
Already have to say that this arrangement sounds rich, sounds impressive. There is like Mr. Bond kind of vibes.
And I think I died in an accident, cause this must be heaven. I gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly.
Yeah, these wind instruments. That is high class. I enjoyed a lot.
Gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. Now let's take them high.
Yeah, this arrangement is like top notch. I really like it. This kind of raw sounding and like a megaphone on the background voice. It also adds style. So far, this song is like really impressive.
Back when Gucci was the shit to rock. Back when Slick Rick got the shit to pop. Guess who's on third? Lupe still like Lupin the Third. Here like here till I'm bitter on the curb.
Lupe still like Lupin the Third. Lupin the Third is one of my favorite cartoons. I don't know what's he talking about the anime, but Lupin the Third, yes, my respect for like any mention of the Lupin.
God, a touche Lupe, cool as the unthawed, but I still feel possessed as a gun charge to come as correct as a porn star. I'm sky high, I'm sky high,
That's funny that he's singing I'm sky high, I'm sky high. If it was Ozzy Osbourne, that wasn't even a question, what is he like singing about? But here's like, what does it mean? Is he like about his fame or something? But in Ozzy case, high always means like one thing.
Sky high, I'm sky high.
Alrighty, that was Touch the Sky, and it was 8 because the arrangement is rich, like really impressive. I want to say it like it really sounded rich. I imagine like rich pictures in my head when I listened to these kind of, wind instruments. Yeah, it was rich and very impressive. And like, when I think about hip hop, I don't really think about this kind of music. Today, a lot of trending hip hop songs, they sound weak. A lot of this stuff sounds stupid, sounds lame. This is not what I imagine when I hear hip-hop. I would say this kind of music you can define by the genre, by any genre. It's just music, Some people might call it hip-hop. That's okay. But this is just basically a good music. This is music with rich arrangement that has elements of these kind of genres. 8. Not a banger, but really, really enjoyable song. Track number 4, Gold Digger featuring Jamie Foxx. This was, I actually heard this song before, like 15 years ago on television, and this was the first time when I like saw and probably heard Jamie Foxx. Is he a singer? Looks like it, right? Because now I know he's an actor. He participated in like Quentin Tarantino movie. Quentin Tarantino is the GOAT. He's legend, like he's genius. So now I know like Jamie Foxx really good. But back then it was just like two random dudes singing about Gold Digger. Golddigging. Steel Panther, they have a song with same kind of idea.
She's a gold digger, she's a gold digger. Want to make a girl get bigger and bigger.
So yes, I heard this song before, but I don't really remember. And it was like even before I started to play guitar.
She take my money when I'm in need. She give me money.
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger.
Okay, now I see why it was a single. Why it was released as a clip and a single and all this stuff. Now I remember. It really like has this catchy tune. And I have to say that Jamie Foxx has amazing voice. It's so unique. It has like deepness. I don't know if it's a word or not, but it's like deep, unique, and very, very, very nice. Jamie Foxx never disappoints.
From what I heard, she got a baby by Buster. My best friend said she used to fuck with Usher. I don't care what none of y'all say, I still love her.
It has like a lot of personal information here. I don't know how to feel about that. Rap game is tough, as I can see.
Now I ain't saying you a gold digger, you got knees. You don't wanna do the smoke, but he can't buy weed.
That doubling of the tune on the background with some kind of a buzzing instrument. I forgot the name of this instrument. Maybe some kind of keyboards, like just sampled, I don't know. It sounds badass. I really enjoy it.
Get down, girl, gon' head. Let me hear that back.
Yeah. Because of the groove and this weird sounding instrument, I would say it's 8.5. It definitely deserves like to be single. No surprise here. It's a really solid song with a good groove, good sampling. I mean, yes, it's like really, really well made. I don't know why it has like so many personal, you know, like dirty, probably kind of information. I don't know who's the like, you know, gold digger here. This probably was someone real. This probably is someone real. I don't know who is he talking like about, but it's kind of a lot of personal information I can hear here. Okay, not my business, but he made it into a song which was like internationally famous. That's kind of awkward situation, right? But it is what it is. 8.5, a really solid song with solid groove and solid arrangement. I learned a new word today, arrangement instead of vibe. Wow, I'm growing. Yeah, I heard this song before. Kanye is real famous. Who'd have thought, right? Okay, now we're going back to skits. The next track number 5, skit number 1.
Broke 5 broke, we ain't got it. I brought you brothers here today to start our own fraternity. Broke 5 broke, we ain't got it. Broke 5 broke, we ain't got it. We can't afford no gas, so we ain't driving.
I'm really curious about what was it about. We can't afford gas, so we can't afford driving. Why? It was a critique towards like gas price or something, but it was funny anyway. We can't afford gas. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this skits because it's just, I don't know how deep I need to like dig to understand actually why it was. Yeah, I'm sorry. I might look dumb, but it's me. I'm Monica, I'm disgusting. Track number 6, Drive Slow, featuring Paul Wall and GLC. Still no idea who are these people.
Drive slow, homie.
This is track for night rides to your crib, right? Because I remember these good old days, like when you drive through the night with your friends on like some coupe car, pretending that you are a like night street racer kind of, you know? Good old days, good old days.
You need to pump your brakes and drive slow, homie. My homie Molly W State, 79th May.
Oh, I forgot to turn on the lyrics. Wait a second.
Face off. Plus he had a spinner from his Dayton's in his hand, keys in his hand, reason again to let you know he's the man.
This tube, I don't know what it is. It's not a sax. I don't really know the name of it, but this tube adds so much style to this. This is like, old jazz. I listened a lot of old jazz back in the days when I was really curious about all the music that existed. This has this vibe, and with the kind of a hip-hoppy beat, it creates something new. It fits really good between the lines. Sick style.
If you had a car, you was the Chi-Town version of Baby, and I was just a virgin of Baby.
He rhymed baby and baby. I don't know how to feel about that.
Put me on with these hoes, homie. He told me don't rush to get grown. Drive slow, homie. Drive slow, homie.
I remember these old days when I didn't know what homie means. I was watching internet, and someone said okay, homies, see ya. And I was like, what? What does it mean? Who knew this is the most common word in the American English speaking world? Maybe not only in American, but you need to know. If you speak English, you need to know this word. Pal, mate.
The mailbows poking wide on the candy leg, trunk open, screens on, neons lit with fifth leg.
It's really, magical for me how all it works. Drum, and this keyboard, and that's it basically. And it works. It sounds really good, sounds really interesting, sounds really groovy. The magic of music, it is.
Do shit to my CL Mercedes. It's a star-studded event when I valet park, open up my mouth
and then they just add this jazz melodic tube. Can I name it tube? Some kind of a wind instrument. They just add it and it instantly turns into some kind of a hip-hop jazz. I love it.
Drive slow, homie. If you're riding around the city with nowhere to go, drive slow, homie.
That is really song about, dude, just chill and drive slow. It's preventing, bad thoughts kind of song. It is really hey, dude, if you ride in your car through the city, just drive slow, chill. The future will bring you some more good time, so drive slow. Probably this song saved lives. It's really for rainy night, slow drive through the city with all the neon lights of the city, just to think about your life, about you, to reflect on yourself a little bit with this song. Drive slow, don't think too much, just chill, reflect on yourself, don't be so fast, take care of yourself, all this stuff. It really feels hey dude, don't try to hurt yourself because of women. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is how it feels. Well, that was Drive Slow, and I would say for me it was 7.5. I like the idea, chill dude, drive slow, don't be so fast. You never know, homie, might meet some hoes, homie. It's forget about it. You will find someone else, which is basically true. And this song, it saves lives. It prevents speeding tickets and car crashes. This world is so cruel, so selfish and cruel. So when someone cares, it feels nice. But I'm waiting for bangers. Where are my bangers? I need bangers. I need pictures of Spider-Man. Track number 7, My Way Home, featuring Common. It's featuring Average, featuring someone. And now the end is near, and so I faced the final curtain. La la la. 1:43. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm on my way home. Pray to God that my arms reach the masses. The young smoke grass in grassless jungles.
The young smoke grass in grassless jungles. I can't say that this is deep, but these are interesting words. Just interesting picture immediately in your head. That's nice line. That's funny.
We wear struggling chains, divided only hustle remains. Making sense of it, we hustle for change.
Also, I like that musically, I mean like vocally, it's rap. You immediately understand like what rap is vocally, right? But musically, this song is some kind of a jazz disco 70s. Like so far for real, it has a lot of jazz in it, which is a surprise. It never happened like in the College Dropout. It never happened in Yeezus. I think it's impressive. Because, you know, for example, in rock music, I grew up listening rock and metal. I adore this music, but they stuck on one place and rarely they change something. They're like, they played guitar, we need to play faster. They played faster, we need to play even more faster and all that stuff. That's how like rock and metal evolved during like decades. Now it's like different. Something changed. But here, completely different. They did like some kind of vintage samples, now they did some kind of jazzy stuff, and in later albums like Yeezus, he did something completely opposite, completely different. That's something, you know, to learn here.
Show money becomes bail, relationships become jail, children are unheld.
Relationships become jail. Yeah, that's common. Not in my case. But still I understand what it is about.
Might not be such a bad idea if I never went home again. Home is where the hatred is.
This ending part, it hits really hard. It's like groovy as hell. I don't know if it is a straight up a part from some song. I don't know, but the groove is sick. The lyrics are badass, like, might not be such a bad idea if I never went home again. You can imagine, like, if someone says it about his home, it's like pretty tough situation, right? And it hits hard. Straight away you think like this dude like going through some hard times. The ending, the outro, from what song it is? Is it like original, which I don't think is the case here, or is it like from some song? What song it is? Please leave it in the comments below. I'm really curious about listening the full version of this song if it is a separate song, because it really sounds badass. For this outro, it's 8. Just for this outro. I mean, like in general, yes, this jazz samples, jazzy music, solid stuff. But no Kanye's voice here, so I mean, like on Kanye's album, I expect Kanye's voice. My bad. Track number 8, crack music. What? Interesting. What it's all about? About some crack?
That's that crack music, nigga. That real black music, nigga.
I'm going to be like, you know, like old fart here, but I prefer less bad words in music, because, you know, everyone who can speak can use bad words. It's not complicated at all. But writing stuff without like baby, yeah, swearing words is much like harder. When you add too much like bad lyrics, it feels like tasteless, more tasteless, if it makes sense. And it's like, you know, it distracts me. It distracts me from the music. It could have meaning, yes, but it distracts.
How we stop the Black Panthers? Ronald Reagan cooked up an answer. What Gil Scott was hearing when our heroes and heroines got cooked on heroin.
So here he talks about Black Panthers and Ronald Reagan cooked heroin for them? Is this like what the song is about? That's complicated.
Put the CD on your tongue, yeah, that's pure, man.
Put the CD on your tongue, yeah, that's pure, man. That's funny, that's funny.
God, how could you let this happen?
Exactly. That is kind of, you know, my religious point of view. God, how could you let this happen, you know? When you think about this, all terrible things that happen in the world, through the whole history of humanity, scary stuff is happening all the time. Even today, like, we all heard the news, right? There's no justice in this world. It's just random stuff happening all the time, with no reason and without any consequences, pretty often, right? So I can relate to this line. There's no meaning in this life. It's all just random situations happening all the time. And I'm okay with that. I'm trying to enjoy what I have. That sample on the background, that dark, I don't know, something, some kind of an ambient, feels disturbing. That builds suspense for some reason.
That's that crack music, that real black music, Now the former slaves trade hooks for Grammys.
Now the former slaves trade hooks for Grammys. Welcome to modern world. Welcome to modern democracy. Alrighty, that was crack music. Sounds funny, right? That was crack music. I don't know. 6.5 because I really dug deep into the lyrics to trying to understand what's going on here. Musically, for me, it wasn't just like entertaining. It was long with a lot of words trying to like deliver the message. Not an easy one. I judge music by the music. So musically, I don't know, just 6.5. I do not expect really like bad music that would like force me to facepalm. So 6.5 is just pretty low for a really good album. Just like, okay. But you know, I see there's like in Kanye's discography, some albums are more like on demand than others. What albums you want to like listen with me? Like the most demanded albums. What are they? I just want to know in advance, like for which albums I should prepare like at my maximum. Like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, I guess. What else? Please leave in the comments like the most demanded albums. So I know. I will still listen it like in order. But I want to know which albums are like the most interesting for you. Track number 9, Roses.
I know it's past visiting hours, but can I please give her these flowers? If Magic Johnson got a cure for AIDS and all the broke motherfuckers passed away, you telling me if my grandma's in the NBA?
If Magic Johnson got a cure for AIDS and all the broke motherfuckers passed away. Yeah, rich people, they live different lives, right? That's a really beautiful chorus. Very beautiful, like the harmony is beautiful. The vocal is like, wow.
Plus my Aunt Shirley, Aunt Beverly, Aunt Clay, and Aunt Jean. So many aunties, we could have an auntie team. Feel like A. Marie is
It's really interesting that during the verses, it has just simple sample on the background and the vocal. But during the choruses, it's like, you know, it's blossom like a flower. It's completely different. Like verse is stem and the chorus is like a blossom. Interesting. Was it intentional or is just what my imagination sees? But I really see it like this. The verse is stem, the chorus is blossom. It blossoms like a flower. After a pretty, you know, simple verse. It's like blossoms. I really think this is like was the original intention here, because this like pretty obvious kind of. That was Roses. I would say it's a 8. I believe it has really interesting concept behind it. I really love these choruses. I really love the outro. It has a lot in it. It's really interesting, really melodic, a lot of good vocals. It's really entertaining. A lot of passion in it, you know? And I feel like it was really personal. Looks like about some of his granny. Probably, I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm just judging by what I have in the song, right? But I really like it. It has passion, it has feelings, it has good vocals and good concept behind it. So far, I would say this is like the most memorable song from the album so far. 8. Track number 10, Bring Me Down, featuring Brandy. Who's Brandy? I have no idea. Just random woman named Brandy, right? Just, hey Brandy, do you want to participate in my new album? Yes, of course, why not? Just met her on the street.
I always knew that one day they try to bring me down.
We going to mass today, we have to pray. Besides what the pastor say.
I would say it has really cinematic intro. Like really feels like it's some kind of a cinematic soundtrack. It's like, you know, like epic. A little epic. A little epic. Interesting.
It always be haters, that's the way it is. Hating niggas, maybe hated bitches. have hated kids, but they gon' have to take.
Ah, that's hilarious. There always be haters. That's the way it is. Haters marry hater bitches and have hater kids. That's not the rule, actually. I mean, like, bad parents can have nice kids, right? But it's a funny line, I have to say it. That's deep. That was deep.
And everybody wanna run to me for they sing like it's funny how these whack niggas need my help running around when
I'm telling you, this violence is like straight from some movie soundtrack. It's like adds so much, epicness to the song. It's funny, like in his previous songs, he was like pretty simple. Sample drum and vocals. Here he's like epic, something like epic, and he's rapping. I mean, like the mood with this violence, it just creates, some kind of epic picture in your head. That's funny. That's funny. He goes from the simplest possible to the most complicated concept.
made a meal myself, and I'm still myself, and I'ma look in the mirror if I need some help.
Always knew that one day they try to bring me down.
So it was Bring Me Down, and I would say it's 7. Because I can say that I want to listen it again, but musically it was pretty amazing. I would say like a lot of happened there. Violins, these female vocals, it has style, right? I can say that I'm really like interested in this kind of music, but the message, yes, the message is pretty good because there will always be someone that will try to bring you down. It might even be your relatives, your family, right? And you shouldn't really care what other people think about your art, about what you do. I mean, like, if it's legal, if it's something legal, you shouldn't care, right? No matter what people say, no matter what people think, no matter how people criticize you, if you believe in what you're doing, you have to do this. That's the only way to succeed. You just need to do. You just need to stop thinking, to stop listening to haters, to stop listening to people who pretend that they're your friends and they know how to do it better. You just need to stop like listening, stop thinking. You just need to start to do. And I completely agree with this kind of concept. Stop to care. Just start doing something. That's exactly why I am here today. I was like, what I need to do on my channel? What I need to do on my channel? I only need to create music. And then it was like, I love YouTube. I love making videos on YouTube. I just need to start doing something. I need to stop thinking. And I just need to start to like have fun. And that's what I do here. I'm just having fun with you guys. Thank you for being with me today, by the way. So yes, care less, do more. That's the way to happy life. Track number 11, Addiction. That sounds interesting. Guitar with a drum. It's not a hip-hop sample at all. It just could be any type of music. That's funny.
Why everything that's supposed to be bad make me feel so good?
I really like the way that verse is built. I just enjoy that groove. It's just, so pleasing to hear this groove. I really like it. And, really the music is just like guitar and this drum. Still pretty simple with this verse, with this groove. Really interesting. I say really interesting every time. Curious. It's curious.
Man, I tried to stop, man. I tried the best I could, but
that's really addictive. This song, Addiction, is really addictive. I'm really addicted to the groove. I'm really deep in this groove. I'm really like enjoying it. That is going right through my music enjoyment centers in my brain. I'm like really like feeling it right now. Maybe it's because of these kind of Latino drums. First time in Kanye's history we hear these kind of drums here, at least as I remember. But this is like really something new. Make me smile. It was Addiction, and it was 775. I mean, like, it wasn't spectacular, but it really had really addictive groove. The groove in verses, it was really addictive. I really enjoyed it a lot. That's something, you know, that will stuck in your head. Really cool stuff. And the fact that this had like Latino kind of drum and reverb guitar, that's kind of really interesting. That's really curious. Like he always has something different, not just sampling stuff. Jazz, reverb guitar, Latino drums. That's exactly the reason why we all here today, right? To see all these surprises that happen right before our eyes. He always comes up with something new. That's a very vital skill for the man of entertainment, for the showman. So, my favorite tracks from today: Gold Digger, Drive Slow, Roses, and kind of Addiction. Kind of. I'm not sure. But these are the most solid tracks from today that I really enjoyed. So far, everything is, you know, pretty simple, pretty understandable in all terms and cases. But in a few albums, it will be different. I know that. So that was Late Registration, Part 1, first 11 tracks from the album. As I said, if you want to see the uncut version of this video, you need to do it on my Patreon. But I mean, like, it's the ending of the video, so are you going to watch it again? But anyways, every video, uncut version on my Patreon. If you support me there, I'm really like thankful to you people. Thank you so much. Somehow Part 1 took me almost 2 hours to record. Sheesh! Hope I will be able to record Part 2 tomorrow. But still, it's gonna be a lot of editing. One thing that I'm really curious, you know, about and happy about, that so far there were no weak tracks. Everything so far is pretty solid. There are some tracks that I like, there are some tracks that I don't like. I mean, like, not even don't like, just, you know, that I'm not enjoying, I would say like this. But so far, every track is solid. He's a professional, was already when he was doing this, so yeah, that's pretty obvious. But still, no lame shit so far. Will there be any lame stuff? That's the question. I mean, like, I hope to find something that will be like, OMG, what is that? That's gonna be fun at least, right? But I don't know if there will be anything like this. But the one thing I know, it will not be boring, right? So stay tuned for new videos. Subscribe, like, comment. I adore your comments, people. So please leave more comments, more likes, and more subscriptions too. Let's make it together to 10,000 subscribers. It sounds like a dream for me, people. I mean, like 10,000 on my personal channel. It sounds really nice. So yeah, subscribe for the Kanye Summer of 2024. I hope Late Registration Part 2 will be released as soon as possible, but yes, it takes a lot of time to edit, so if I kept you waiting, I'm sorry.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Thank you so much for being with me today. You can subscribe right here, support me on Patreon somewhere here, and watch the next video right here. Right here, yes. Don't grow up, because it's a trap. Be free and be honest, and, you know, have fun and listen to the good stuff, good music. See ya.